Hey, it's Steve Barcello back again. It is 1 o'clock in the morning doing another follow up on MetaZoo. I wasn't going to do anything until I could do more of the business end, see how the prices are going to either crash or some things elevate. I see a lot of people on a lot of the chats looking to scoff up good deals, people looking for incredibly cheap prices on some of the black border cards or special cards they're looking for their collection and stuff. So, but that's normal. People just trying to take advantage of the situation. All right, on to gossip. And apologize, I'm rolling all over here. Just got done, like I said. Made myself a cup of coffee. I just don't sleep anymore. I was supposed to have a reporter who was supposed to show up today. I was supposed to take him out and do a little investigation with him, and they called and they were the reporter herself. She was sick, so not a good time to be parading someone around out in the forest looking for Bigfoot. So otherwise, I would have been on the road. But since that didn't happen, I'm kind of been stuck here with my rescue dog who's sleeping on the couch over here. But back to MetaZoo. So there's all kinds of crazy rumors going on, and I've been trying to print out even like Wikipedia, because I want to see what changes. One of the things I'm hearing that possibly there's, well, sounds like it, most likely they're looking to sell, and apparently they were in the works and something was falling apart. Now, one of the rumors out there, which is why we got the letter from Mike saying that they were going to shut down, was that they were looking to remove Mike totally. Now, I guess if you're buying a business, I don't know the whole background. I don't know the financial end. Who owes what? I don't know if they're at the point of where they have to go bankrupt, which I've heard people talking about that. That seems like a stretch. I think they made a lot of cash. I mean, I would assume printing cardboard's pretty damn profitable. I mean, there's not a lot of cost involved, especially, I don't know. I mean, from what I'm hearing from the pay scale for, like, especially with the artists and stuff, they were getting very little, and it sounds like they were getting even less at the end. Now, the people at the top, I don't know what they're making, and I don't know if we're ever going to know. There's rumors of extravagant lifestyles of the rich and famous, and I don't know if that's true. I mean, most of this is rumor. Now, the one thing I follow, I'm new to all this. I mean, I've never got into a TCG until Mike dragged me in with the Kickstarter beginning. So I've been, what little bit I know about TCGs, strictly MetaZoo. And so I've been in from the Kickstarter. But one of the things I've noticed with Discord, puts it around there, that you have the line on the side, and I'll post some of these images. I've done some screen captures. Thank God I do that a lot. Just I print everything. I'm old school. And you always get a little timeline there. We'll say who's online, who's not, who's in like sleep mode, who's on a mobile device. Well, up the top there, it's always Mike, Andy, and maybe one other person. And then it goes to the subcategories, and that's where you're going to see Texas Ted, Bob, and God knows, artists and stuff. And then there's another subcategory, and then, schlumps like me are all the way down at the bottom. I mean, you have to scroll and scroll and scroll. Or nobody's. And but now that I've looked at it today, after hearing this, Mike's removed. Mike's always up there, even if it's silent. He's out of town, not communicating. He's physically been removed from the Discord. So that leads me to believe some of the stuff that I'm hearing might be accurate. I mean, maybe there's some major problems at MetaZoo. If they had to remove the guy that's created this, started it all. Andy's still listed, and but so I don't know. You got to take it all with a grain of salt. But there's something definitely going on. Of course, now we've had radio silence. The last interview I did with Mike, which I'll post on this one too, was I guess about a month ago, and it was right after the letter came out, saying how they're going to turn things around the next 3 months, get back to the core packages and all that sort of stuff. And it was an hour and 4 minute interview I did with him, and we got some. I got to say, I did my homework. We had multiple times we were going to do it, and he kept on postponing, which always happens, and which actually worked out because the letter came out, and I interviewed him, I think, like a day or two after the letter came out. So it was good. He was able to address the letter, and a lot of that answered some of the questions that I had and people asked me to ask. And so, but now with this one guy that's up here, and I can put this in. He's listed as anonymous. He seems to have a lot of inside information, but he's kind of he goes all he's on. I mean, he just goes on and on. So I had to dig through the most important things. But talking about the relationship between upper management, the artists, and he refers to some of the other YouTubers, who's been accurate, who's not, that kind of stuff. But but there's some interesting stuff here. But what he's talking about seems to be, now what I'm seeing, some of this seems to be accurate. So maybe there is a chance for life for MetaZoo if someone buys it out. Hopefully they stay away from things like Hello Kitty. Get back to the basic game, what it originally was. Deal with cryptics and the original kind of art form, and stop just jumping all over the place and doing all this silly stuff. Get back to just doing the collecticons, the crypto. Hit the crowds that you were hitting instead of walking away from all those people, which kept on being a thing. It seems like they crapped on the people that were there for them the most, or just assumed they would be there, I guess. It was very strange. Promise you the moon and nothing would ever happen. And that was, I think, why towards the end, everybody just got burned out. I'm still there. I still like the game. I don't even play. I'm a collector. I'm just, I use it as it's another way to help. I can help them. I can help that community, bring that community to my museum. I'm a cryptozoology paranormal museum. We do ufology, everything else. So, that's the way I'm looking at it. I've had a good rapport with Mike right from the beginning. I try to go to any of the, I do the crypticons and things like that. Like I said, last season we had our event in Littleton, North Carolina, and it was the same weekend they did the gala in Manhattan, but they sent Texas Ted out, and we set up a booth for him, and he gave out product and stuff, and we went out for something to eat. We took him out bigfooting a whole bit, So it was really good. We're working with him, and even if I go to Collecticon, if I'm out there, I'll help them set up stuff and pack up and stuff. Because I don't set up a table. I'm there to network and do stuff. But that being said, it's just I was very surprised when I saw the letter of Mike saying that there was a shutting down, and that was that. And I reached out to Mike right away on Discord, and he right away thanked me for the for the kind words. And I said, "Would you like to do another interview? Get your words out there?" And he says, "Well, I'll get back to you, but not right now." And now he's gone. He's off Discord. So I know the email, the regular MetaZoo email. In the past, I've had to use that just to contact people. It doesn't go to him anymore. It goes to, even this is before, it's just gone to somebody else. He'll respond back to me usually with a question mark like, "What?" Nobody knows what the hell. It seems like that's another big issue. It's always been with MetaZoo. It seems to be no communication. One person doesn't know what the other's doing, and maybe that's by design. I don't know. I worked for the U.S. Department of Energy, Brookhaven National Lab years ago. They kind of did that. Everyone kept everything close to the vest, and it just doesn't work. It's not a good way to do things. You're better off having multiple people knowing what's going on. This way, God forbid you're not around, or something happens, everyone's kind of on the same page. So the reason I'm just doing this little short video is because I'll put this link in here for this guy if you guys want to check out some of the stuff this guy Anonymous is saying. Take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is, some seems to be being pretty factual, but I can't say it all. Some of it's kind of just venting, and it's a lot of pissed off people out there, and I can't blame them. It's a lot of people sunk a lot of time and energy and money, and that's the people like on our level that are actually buying product. And I sell it here. I primarily give the bulk of it away. I have a collection of my own, which is probably worth crap these days now. And but that being said, that's it's not poor pitiful me. And then there's the TCGs, the brick and mortar stores that have back rooms full of this stuff. It was hard enough to sell in the beginning, then you're being undercut by people. I mean, it's just, how do you sell stuff when you can buy it online cheaper than you're buying it, or for about the same price? So for you to sell it, you're going to take a loss. I mean, there was always the mapping price when it first came out, and I always stayed to the mapping price. I was always, played by the rules, and but within no time, I mean, right after it came out, people are selling it for you're supposed to be selling it for $149 for a booster box, or whatever it was, $139, whatever, and we're paying like roughly $80 a box, and people are out there selling it for $75. It's like they're selling it cheaper than I'm paying for it, and they're doing free shipping. It's like, how the hell are they pulling this off? I mean, and you're trying to sell for $139 or $140. I don't even remember what the hell map price was. Now it's different for different boxes out there. So it's always been an uphill battle. So that's why I got to the point where I'm not going to make any money off this stuff. So basically I have it in here. I try to sell a little bit, a little elevated price. At least I don't have any competition around where I am. And the bottom line is I just try to break even. If I can break even on it, that's great. Pass it out, promote it, do the right thing. Like I said in the previous video, I've traveled, I've brought cards to other people, other museums, I've done the promotion, and I'm not going to go back down that road again, but I try to do my part to help out. But it benefits me too. I mean, it gets me out there. I'm networking anyway, I'm traveling, I'm interviewing people. That's kind of what I do. But so maybe this life, maybe there's something. I'm not even sure who's going to buy it. There's a couple of names out there. I don't know any of these companies, so I'm not even going to spit out names because I don't know if that's accurate. But if someone grabs this, I mean, who knows what they're going to do with it? Who the hell knows? And if they go down the Hello Kitty trail, which they can do, they might think that's a good idea. I mean, they're buying it; they can do what they want with it. But I think that will just totally. I think they'll lose 90% of what they have now. They pretty much lost so many people already. But I think that's, nobody wants to just buy a repackaged Hello Kitty. I mean, I have no interest in that. And what got me into it was the dark, the cryptozoology and the ufology, the paranormal stuff. I mean, that's what made it unique, to kind of just throw that all away and go down another road. I mean, everyone's saying the Hello Kitty was the thing that killed him, killed MetaZoo. I don't think so. It was probably another nail in the coffin. It was probably a good one. That and the fact that they dumped it so cheap, not MetaZoo, but TCG and eBay. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to do some updates here. It's not going to be a very long video. I'm still going through here. I just put out a couple of new other YouTuber videos, and there's like little bits and pieces are coming out slowly. And it's going to be a matter, I mean, there's got to be some inside people talking for the stuff to come out. Somebody's knowing something. I feel real bad for the employees. I mean, the poor artists, they're putting all their work into it. Not to mention, the people behind the scenes, Bob, Texas Ted. I mean, you've got a whole crew that's been there from the very beginning. Hopefully they still have jobs if this thing stays. I mean, I would think new management's going to come in. I would assume, at least at the top, clean house. If you got rid of Mike, I mean, you just take the rest out. I mean, just move on. If you have to keep someone around just so you know where the skeletons are hidden in the closets, but at that point, I mean, start over again. I mean, I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. I think they just did too many little side projects and didn't concentrate on the core. And doing some unique fun stuff is good. It keeps it interesting, but just that became the business. It was no longer just a playable card game. And I don't even play, and I'm bitching. And it became more just unique and just so many promos. And don't get me wrong, I was promised a promo for the museum, and that never happened. I mean, I got artwork and the whole bit, just promised a lot of things. But that was kind of the name of the game. I still did my job. I still went out there, and I wasn't getting paid. I didn't get nothing for free. And, I watch these other influencers out there getting all kinds of product, and I never got product. Never complained about not getting product. I just did my thing. I did what I felt was right for everybody. And I felt my job, and Mike even asked me a couple of times if you could be the voice of the cryptozoology community, since you're out there, you're the ones on TV and MTV Travel Channel, all that sort of stuff. And I said, yeah, sure, I have no problem. I'm out there traveling anyway. And it's not an easy sell when you go to someone who's into the real world of doing investigations, and they're doing the events, and they have, most of these guys have no interest in a card game. And so I was able to get a few people interested, but the ones that I was able to really kind of bring in were the customers coming in. And a lot of them were more just into the art, which is where the artists come in. I mean, the people are just enjoying the art, liking to see their rendering of Mothman, Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, of course, all the rest, and got a kick out of it. I had a woman come in fairly recently who was asking me about a cryptid she saw, which was kind of a humanoid, kind of almost deer-like with antlers, and it was kind of funny. I had a bunch of MetaZoo there, and I quick went through some of the cards, and I found the card that looked something like this, and I actually gave her the card. And but just kind of going through it, just, instead of sitting there trying to draw something up, I was actually able to show her some artist rendering or something fairly close. And so it's been useful. I mean, it's another tool. It's another thing, another tool in the box to use for everyone, and it's fun. It was fun. Sorry, it's here 1:15 or whatever now in the morning. I'm sitting here shooting a video, which I have to edit up now. All right, I'm not going to babble too long. I'm still going to do another follow-up as soon as I get some more information. I'll probably hear something in the next 20 minutes now because I'm up doing research. But I'll put these links in. I'll put the link in for the video I did with Mike about a month ago where he was talking about the original letter, about what his plans were for the next 3 months. A lot of it was the financial stuff, getting the people who won these contests paid, and getting product out, and all the things that was promised. I mean, that's one thing good. I mean, I didn't buy into any of the Hello Kitty stuff. It's just not for me. I can't see my crowd that comes into my museum. I can't see them having any interest in it. It might be a few people who want a plushie or something, but I'm not selling plushies. But I have nothing on back order. The one thing I ordered came in. Actually, I think I mentioned this in the other video. When I was doing the interview with Mike, literally I get a ping on my phone, and I literally say, my MetaZoo package was sent out. He was like, keep that in the interview. So, but that was some little packs I got. I couldn't even tell you what the hell they are. But I mean, well, they're sitting on the shelf with everything else. Something else too. I think it was Argos posted yesterday that you could redeem your skateboards, and I have a couple of those around. I have the Bear Walker. I tried that. That's not working. So I totally even forgot I had them on the shelf here. I just, so let me see if I can at least get that out of it. Not accepting the numbers. So another thing that's not functioning. Maybe if they're going to be alive, maybe that would be good. But if a new company comes in, maybe they're not going to want to take on all that stuff. Whatever the original company didn't send out, they could just say, well, it's tough luck. That was them. Now it's us. And hopefully they honor all that. But who knows? I don't know who's taken over. I don't even know if someone is actually taken over. So we don't know if MetaZoo's actually dead or it's still got some life in it. I think if the right person gets in there, the right people, I think I think they should go back to the core, what the original game was. I think there's still a chance. You're hearing my dog snoring over there. It's Christmas. My rescue dog's sleeping on the couch in my office. She's an old hound, old hunting dog. And yeah, I don't know. We could always just hope for the best and see what's going on. At least it's I don't know. I can't even say it's been entertaining. It's been downright depressing. It's been a kind of screwed up last 3-4 years between COVID and everything else. We've been going through some crazy stuff here at the museum. My life's been upside down, and so this is just kind of another speed bump in life. But I'll keep you guys in the loop. If you guys have any information, if you know anything, post it below. Keep a conversation going. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to spread rumors. I'm trying to send out, I wouldn't even done this if I didn't go on Discord and see that he's been removed. I mean, I can't see him removing himself. This has been his baby. I'm happy they kind of got off Discord. I mentioned that in the previous video. I think Discord, they were too, it became too open where everyone was just bitching and complaining, and I'm used to that. I mean, just, I was a town commissioner, mayor in this little town, Littleton too. I mean, I'm used to just people, just, you're never going to make everyone happy. Just not going to happen. But you got to be thick-skinned about it too. You can't be petty and get upset and, you know, just ban everyone for the silliest little thing because you didn't like an emoji they posted or something. But there are idiots out there, and there's people that are just vicious and they're happiest crapping on other people. So that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We need to get our numbers up. I'll post another video as soon as I hear something. I know what's going on, and I'm sure as hell hoping I hit the record button on here because I'm half asleep. Didn't just talk to myself just for the last 25 minutes. If you guys know anything, please let me know. Put it below. If you guys any other different content you want us to do too. I'm trying to get on the road tomorrow, so if I do shoot another video, it's probably going to be me driving in the vehicle, heading out to wherever the hell I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going. Just want to get the hell out of town. But thanks for watching. Everybody be good to each other. It's been a crazy world out there. We all got to take care of one another. Talk to you soon.